Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tabletop Temple where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. Nature's law can really hurt, but maybe not so much in this little game. I'm, of course, talking about the Mint 10 series from Galensgames, Heritage Farms. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what exactly is Heritage Farms? Well, made by Galen's Games, Heritage Farms is a tiny competitive game where you're trying to transfer goods on boats across rivers to different markets from different farms. The race being to be the first person to get one of each type of good into two different markets matching your color. And of course, without losing them to nature doing what exactly nature does. Now that sounds easy, right? Well, my friend, you could not be more wrong, because this game is filled with pure strategy. And I truly think what pulled us in was the promises that this game is pure strategy. I mean, that's how it was advertised. It's just no luck, no chaos, just nothing but brains and moves. And I truly think game is going to be for the casual competitor. You know, the kind of player who really likes the fast head-to-head thinking and challenges where every single turn matters and they're thinking about their turn while you're playing out your own turn. And to represent nature's law a little bit better, it works just like this. Whenever you move a farmer off of a farmer market card, and there are absolutely no farmers left on the card itself, nature's law takes effect, in which cubes are going to be discarded to their respected player's discard pile. Chickens are going to be eating the corn, and the foxes are going to be eating the chicken. And this is going to affect both the farm and the market side. You can actually use this as a very powerful tool to force another player to quote-unquote babysit your goods or risk losing their own. It just becomes a very powerful tool and strategy when it comes to goods itself. And to represent the good cubes a lot better, the game even comes with these cool little stickers that you can put on the cubes. So coming back to this shot, I'm going to be talking about the components and the physical feel. In the tin, you get the tokens, you get the cubes, a D4 for solo mode, even though it's not quite in this shot, but it's to the left. You get the farm and market cards, farmer meeples, boat meeples, wooden cubes, rules, reference cards, the works to pretty much everything that you need to play this game. The meeples are always made out of wood, and the boats feel like they're made out of wood, but I think there might be a bit of a resin blend in it as well. But nonetheless, all the tokens and the wooden meeples, they're smooth. And the cards are once again PVC, just like all of the other Galen's games. And they hold up really great without sleeves. So once again, I truly think that that's just chef's kiss when it comes to using PVC cards. This is a game that I would absolutely just toss in a bag and bring it anywhere with me, because it is a fast fire setup and you could play this legitimately almost anywhere you go. So how does the game play itself? Well, first off, I always like to talk about how the rules are. They were very easy to read, and we didn't actually have to reread anything at all. We picked it up just on our first game and we were just off going. And the moment for us that really clicked was whenever there's a farmer no longer on a space protecting the goods, because that's when nature law takes effect. And that's when it could really, really hurt your turn. And like I've stated, the fox eats the chicken and the chicken will eat the corn. But that only happens whenever there's a farmer not protecting them. The Nature's Law engine really makes the game tense, and it, honest to God, makes you think about your moves. There's some mitigation for whenever you go to the markets and you pick up these little tokens that offer these cool little bonuses. And that honest to God helps mitigation in some way. But you really need to pay attention to the farmer on what space he is, because a typical turn, you take a boat, go to a farmer, pick up the farmer and a good, if possible, and move it to another space. But you're always going to be picking up the farmer no matter where you're going. You have to pick up a farmer. It's just like I said, nature's law takes effect when he's no longer there and there's still goods on the farmer or the market. You can actually move market to market. You could do that. But just be careful with the type of moves that you make, because if the corn is left alone with the chicken, chicken's going to eat it. If the chicken's left alone with the fox is going to eat it, and you lose those pieces for the rest of the game. So it brings up that real tense gameplay that all of the casual competitors that I think are really going to like about this game. Now, what's good about the game was surprisingly how easy it was to pick up and learn, despite the fact that it does have more components than the other Mint 10 series games. Mint 10. I could talk today. It has more components than the Mint 10 series games. It actually, to me, from what I've seen, it has the most components of all the Mint 10 series games. So despite having so many components, the game was very easy to learn and it was super smooth to play. And the game's best idea design, coming back to, and I'm probably going to mention it more than a couple of times in here, is the nature's law. It just creates that bit of sense of dread with moving the goods around, because like I said, if the farmer's not protecting them, you're going to lose out on those goods throughout the whole game. So if you mess up, that's on you. You get your goods to the market and you get 3 goods to a single market. That makes you feel really great, because you think to yourself, oh man, I feel like a genius. My chicken survived. My eggs survived. My fox, I could take it or leave it. But I'm just kidding. But no, like when you complete a market with the 3 goods, it just makes you feel great. It's just, you feel stupid whenever you mess up and nature's law takes effect, but stupid in a good way. Like I said, in my written review, I posted the title of Nature's Law Hurts, but better. Now, the only thing I could see this game frustrating players in, once again, is nature's law. It's simple to grasp and simple to learn and understand, but when it clicks for you and you start losing goods left and right because you're not paying attention, it could just really feel rough in doing so, because, oh my God, I'm losing. And that's actually, I think, if I remember right, one of the losing conditions is when you lose 3 goods, that's it. Game's over. I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to pin it in the comments to make sure I'm right on that. And that being said, I don't think that the game needs any house rules or tweaks. It plays fine just as is. So my final thoughts about Heritage Farms is that I truly will, again, recommend this game to people, because it's fun, it's quick, easy to learn, easy to set up, and it's also very challenging in the puzzle brain kind of way. And if you don't respect nature's law, you're going to start losing goods, and brother, that is entirely on you. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. And I truly want to thank Galensgames for sending me a copy of the Mint 10 series to review. I have one more left, and it's Monster Mashup. But I'm going to be linking in the description below to where you could purchase your own copy. And like I said, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you like the video, please drop a like on it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And pay attention for when I go live, because when I go live, I truly like to talk to people, talk about board games, talk about painting, talk just really anything in general, because I really like talking to people. But that's it. And as always, people, I am your friendly neighborhood guru, and I will see you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.